Hi, this is Stephen Brower from Martin Valley Community College. This video is for accessing Canvas, which is our learning management system for this course, navigating some of the materials within it, like the slides, and accessing the syllabus, and then just sort of discussion of how some dates are set up. So if you got an email, or if you're looking at this video, it's because you got an email from me with the link to the video and a mention of where the starting point is. And what I'm getting at is Lion's Den is at some point going to be going away. And if that happens, you need another way to get to Canvas. So pwmanager.raritanvalley.edu, pwmanager.raritanvalley.edu is a way that you can go and access Canvas and also your Outlook. So your G number and your password will get you in. I can't talk and type at the same time. Sorry about that. This screen right here is going to look different for you. I played with the colors, and yours are going to look closer to the actual school colors, but you should have an icon for Canvas, and I will go into Canvas. Now, your view here may look different. I mean, I have a number of courses. I also have some stuff to grade. You're not going to have stuff to grade, but the view here is going to be slightly different for you. But one thing you should have is you should have a tile that has on it the logo for the book for the course, the 8th edition of Understanding Operating Systems. And for me, it's just a very easy way to go in and just go and click on the icon to make sure I go into the right course. So let me go into the course. Now, right now I'm in teacher mode, so I'm going to switch to student mode. Okay, I just switched over to student mode. It's a special sort of like account that I have. It's not an actual student. But it's similar to the student experience. I had set up Canvas so that our home tab is actually the same as modules. So in other words, modules, if you go click on the modules tab, and home, they're the same thing. And that's the way I had set it up. In terms of the chapters, roughly it is for the first 8 weeks, it's a chapter a week. Actually, I shouldn't say the first 8 because the first one's course overview. For weeks 2 through 9, we have 1 chapter a week, and then we get into 2 chapters a week in terms of the modules. So this first week we're beginning is just going to be a course overview. That's going to be the week that ends September 5th. And then the week that ends September 12th, that's going to be this chapter 1, which is introducing operating systems. If you're going to be viewing slides, probably the module is the way you're going to go. I haven't expanded these yet. If you're just looking for assignments, let me just sort of click over here on syllabus. This syllabus tab will give you a chronological list of all the assignments for the semester. And what will happen is as time progresses, these gray out, the ones that are completed. So it kind of draws your attention as to what the next item is. The syllabus is one place where you actually can get the actual syllabus. There's a summary over here in terms of the weight that different things have. But the detailed document that has all the policies, there's a link available here from the syllabus. There also is a link available from the course overview module. But since I'm here, let me just go and click on this. And what this will do is this will download a PDF file. And the PDF file has in it things like the book information. So this is our book. This is a picture of the book. My information, my office hours, a brief overview of the course and how things are laid out, which I'll get to in a moment. And hopefully the percentages here should match the percentages over here. I really hope they do. Please double check me. So the remainder of this file that is in here has to do with the policies that are surrounding the course. And so what I do is I separate the syllabus from the class schedule. So this link here, the class schedule, then this is sort of the, it's a document that's a chronological list of what we're doing for the semester. So the topics that we're going to be covering, and then the assignments that are due for the semester. And what some students have told me they did in the past, and so now I recommend it, is that, especially if you're a paper person, print this out on paper. And as we progress through the semester and you submit something, check it off on the list just to say that it's done. The nice thing about, in a sense, this is probably visually closer to the syllabi you get in other classes, as opposed to this chronological list here. Because like this here, the course syllabus is only showing the assignments, which comparing to this would be just like the right column that I have here. The syllabus view here in Canvas doesn't actually show the quote-unquote topics that would be available from the modules, which, remember, home is also the same as the modules. And so sometimes by using that document, it's just something that can just guide you through going in. Okay, I know we really should focus on this week, but I want to point ahead to next week just to give you a rough idea of what's going to happen in terms of, actually, I'm going to look 2 weeks out, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to look at here Chapter 2. It's going to vary from week to week exactly how much is in each one. But in general, each week there's a discussion. In general, each week there's a lab. In general, each week that there's a homework. From the module, there are slides available. Now, I make them available as PDF, and I put them in both 2 per page and 6 per page. If you're printing, you probably want to print the 6 per page. If you're just viewing, you want to probably look at the 2 per page. And then the first thing in all the modules is an overview. Now, unfortunately, this tool that we're using, Canvas, the overview is actually a separate file as opposed to being the description right here. So if I go into this overview, it gives a brief description of what the chapter is about. And now something that's going to vary from week to week is I may have access to a link to a YouTube video that I have created. So I created, like in this particular topic here, I created a YouTube video, and then clicking on this will bring up that YouTube video. And actually, I mean, why not have a YouTube video inside of a YouTube video? So let me actually go and start it. And if you want to, you just pause for a second. And if you want to expand it, you actually can go full screen, and so it's easier to see the whole thing. But the size that I have here is the kind of thing that for many things you can see the contents of the slide. So it's going to vary from week to week how many videos there are. Some of them have a bit more than others. Some of them don't have any. And so it is going to vary. And so the videos are really meant to be brief overviews on specific topics. And so, some weeks they have more videos involved than others. This one here has, I'll stop counting, there's a number of videos that this one has. So it varies from week to week exactly how many there are. So again, I was looking out at this particular one here. So there's most of the weeks will have, most of these modules will have an overview module, then we'll have a brief description, and then links to videos. The PDFs, did I click on it yet? Let me just go and click on this while I'm here. Now, one thing it does is it gives you sort of a view, and you can go and expand. The other thing is if you want to download, you actually can download the file and then view it straight. But the slides, you either can view it here or download it and view it. Those would be the slides for that accompany the chapters. Okay, let me just pause for a second and regroup. Okay, but the short term though. So our first set of deadlines is for Wednesday, September 5th, and actually I shouldn't say deadlines; it's deadline. And so if I open this course overview right here, One of the things that's going to be due for us on Wednesday, September 5th, is going to be the introduction forum. And by the way, this is going to sound funny, but there actually is in the forum a link to a YouTube video showing you how to do the forum. And later, by the way, when we get to the first homework, on the first homework, there's a link to a YouTube video on how to submit the homework. So there's, for the first couple of assignments for the semester, there are going to be some additional YouTube videos that are really just more navigating the system. But in terms of this first week, so yeah, there are other introductions. And then this right here, there's really not much in it. This is just kind of an overview. This video that I'm creating, once I'm done creating it, I'm actually going to then put the link to it here. And then I'm going to create more of like an accelerated video, one that doesn't get into logging into Canvas and so on. And I'm going to put that link here. But otherwise, it's really this week is just kind of getting in, making sure. Yeah, so this week, log in. That's important. See if you can find the syllabus. Now, remember, I did bring up the syllabus, the document that has the policies. I brought that up from the Syllabus tab. I also brought up this class schedule document from the Syllabus tab as well. So make sure you can bring those up. Although we're not getting to Chapter 1 to next week, look ahead to next week and see if you can find the slides, just to make sure that you can, view them and that you're able to get them down. Better flush that out now than next week, the night that stuff is due. But then the last thing for the week is the intro forum. And again, there's another video that's going to go through how you actually go and do the intro. Well, another video for that. So I think that'll do it. So I'm looking forward to a good semester. And one of the things that is mentioned in the syllabus, and I'll just reiterate it since I have your ear, is that because the email, this piece over here, in Canvas is, to me, frustrating, I would prefer, if you're emailing me, to email me through my Outlook, my stephen.brower@raritanvalley.edu account. Okay. I'm probably missing something. If I do, I'll do an addendum. Thanks for listening. Sorry, Lieutenant Colombo, one thing I forgot to mention, and that is the Wednesdays. The way I laid out the course is that Wednesdays are going to be our due dates. Now, the semester begins on a Wednesday, so 8/29 is nothing due, but then 9/5, Wednesday 9/5 is going to be our first. So Wednesdays are the days that I'm using as the deadline. I do not have a class Wednesday night, which means I should be able to check my email. So if there are any issues during waking hours of the night on Wednesday evening, then I could address them. But Wednesdays, that was a big thing I missed, is that Wednesdays are the big thing on the when everything is due. Everything's a Wednesday through the semester. Okay, sorry. Really, I'll stop now.